You're gonna love this. This is Craig Metrowich for Celebrities1.tv, the good news channel. And I know I haven't vlogged for a while, but with so much happening across the world, I thought, let's first see what is happening across the world. So the theme for this morning is talking about social media and talking about genuineness. In other words, what have you seen on social media that reveals the genuineness of people? In other words, in times of a crisis or crisis, how do people behave? Are you seeing friends behaving differently in these challenging times? So online right now, I trust the signal is good, the lighting is good. I'm in Pretoria, South Africa, and I just wanted to share with you some of the inspirational messages I've received while in this crisis, in this challenging lockdown period. In South Africa, we've had the lockdown extended, for those that don't know. So, yeah, we're now into the next phase, and at the end of the month, we hope to be able to get out of this lockdown. So, number one, in a crisis, how do you see people's emotional well-being change? Social media definitely reveals a lot. Unfortunately, it also reveals some really strange behavior. So I've seen some of my friends doing some of these crazy, weird challenges. All right. And I also wonder when they go back into the job market, and some of them are actually unemployed, how they're going to go back into the job market when now they're sharing the negative genuineness of who they are. They're sharing the negative behaviors of who they are. JJ, thanks for being online. Valerie, thanks for being online. I just need a thumbs up if the sound is good and the lighting is good. This is really to talk about genuineness and social media. So here's my first statement. In this lockdown period, try and show the genuineness, best side of who you are as a person, and not the worst or the negative side of who you are as a person. Because you can't undo what you shared online. Let me repeat that. So if you're sharing these crazy challenges to each other, yeah, you might think it's all tongue in cheek, should I say. You might think it's humorous, but you're clearly not thinking about the fact that whatever you're doing online is there in perpetuity. It's there forever. So why am I doing this little vlog? Is I want you to shine your best genuineness in the times of a crisis or global crises. What are the other things you can do? What about revealing your talents in these challenging times? And that has been a good thing. So I've seen people share inspirational messages. I've seen musical clips, people, things happening. And that is all really cool, and I would encourage that. We all need to be uplifted in these challenging times. What are the other things you can do in these challenging times? So that's the question. How can you reveal your positive genuineness and not your neurotic, panic mode? Which sure, we all go through a bit of that. What you want to share on social media, and is that what you want to have captured forever? Imagine if your last vlog, your last message, your last tweet, your last Instagram is some stupid behavioral thing that you're doing purely to get more likes or more attention because you feel you don't have enough attention at the moment. So the best example of that, and I'm not going to quote names because you'll know what I'm talking about, is we've had some social media influencers go and destroy their entire career by making up news, by sharing fake news. Can you believe it? You would think that those influencers would know better, especially since they get paid to influence. They get paid to do this for a living. Surely they, as professionals, should be thinking 10 times before posting. And yet, if I watch what's happening on social media, I'll give you an example. You've got women sharing themselves in bikinis to try and get more views and likes right now. The one thing I saw on Instagram, the woman's like, she's semi-naked. Okay, the amazing thing, she's never been like that before because I followed her and I always thought she was stylish and professional. But guess what? Their views have gone down. Guess what? In a crisis, who cares about what you look like in a bikini? And now they're going to the extreme to get views. So, is that the genuineness of who they are? So that's the question. Think about what you're seeing in this time of crises. and try and work out who has stuck to their original genuineness. And who have you seen radically change? I mean, some people I don't even recognize who they are in their behavior, hey? So what does that mean? It means that in times of stress, we behave in different ways. And what I'm trying to encourage us to do through this good news channel, celebrities1.tv, is that you need to have a balance. You need to have a balance of what's really happening now, the tragedies for sure. You need to have a balance of understanding that this is very unique times in our world's history. But you also need to have a balance and understanding that you need to also be uplifted, inspired, motivated, and also be sharing similar type of good news. Because what you think about, you're going to bring about within yourself. What you think about, you're going to reveal. What you think about, you might reveal online and never, ever be able to take it away. Right? So what I want you to think about in this time of isolation is, who are you? Who are you? Are you a neurotic person? Okay. Are you a germaphobe? Are you all of a sudden scared of everything and anything? Are you not sleeping at night suddenly? Or are you going to get through this? Are you going to rally people around you and get through this? Are you going to support each other with positive messages? Are you going to be the optimistic realist that makes a positive impact on your family and your friends? Are you going to search for the good news? Because you'd have to do that, eh? It doesn't just appear. All right? It'll be 99% bad news, 1% good news. But if you search for it, there is good news out there. So let's mention some of that. A shout out to our heroes, because in a time of a crisis, we do get to see heroes. We get to see the nurses. We get to see the doctors. So we actually now appreciate more than ever what they're doing, right? We also get to see a lot of people volunteering to do things that normally, it's just like, it's beyond me what they're doing. It's just phenomenal. And a shout out to those heroes. So this is what I want to do. I want to instill in you is that in a crisis, you're going to shine your best you. Not easy, eh? I mean, that's a mega challenge in itself. How are you going to shine your best you in a huge crisis? How are you going to reveal your best you? That's the challenge I'm putting out there. All right, then other people sharing these challenges of doing all sorts of crazy behaviors, pause and think of the people that can't do what you're doing. So I've seen quite a few challenges, and then I go, but do you realize that people are hungry right now? That some of the challenges we're sharing on social media are actually inconsiderate. Okay, if you're in a fancy home, you shouldn't be bragging about it. If you're going to buy your necessities in your fancy car, now's not the time to brag about it. This is not the time to reveal your wardrobe of luxury items. Note, this is not the time to be bragging about how brilliant you are, unless it's going to inspire, empower, and make a positive difference to others. This is the time to support each other. And I'm talking about emotional support. I'm talking about energy. I'm talking about positivity. I'm talking about being the best genuine you. You got to look for that person, eh? It doesn't just reveal itself easily. But interesting enough, in a crisis, a person will run. That's called flight. A person will freeze. They'll be petrified. They won't move. In this time, we all need to stand together, keep social distancing, right? But we can stand together emotionally. We can use technology and social media, right, to support each other. We can, together, use these platforms to kill the negativity, because there are already mega challenges. We've already got many, many things that are challenging us every day. So this is Craig Metrowich. This is for celebrities1.tv, the good news channel. We've done 161 vlogs. I've been vlogging for more than 3 years. On the record, I only have one fan. Many people ask me, so Craig, what's the show really for? Who's your target audience? My only fan, my genuine fan, that all these vlogs are done for is my 7-year-old daughter, who's not with me at the moment. So she will love to watch an uplifting, inspirational message. I'm in isolation. I'm behaving myself. I've done my part on the record. And this is really to leave a positive, genuine message to all of you that says, in a time of crisis, you need to think. Think 10 times before you go and post stuff on social media, so that you can shine your best you, that you can shine your genuineness, because you can't undo what you've shared, be it negative, eh? And then I want to rant a little bit about fake people and fake profiles and fake news. All right. I've always said my block list is longer than my friend list, because I understand, per research, by the way, the maximum amount of people you and I can have a relationship with in our lifetime, eh? That's if we're hyper like me. The scientists say, the sociologists say, 150 people. That's the maximum you can manage. So in this time, this lockdown time, think about who are the top 10 people in your life. And think about, have you sent them a message? Are you encouraging them? Who are the top 10 real people that have supported you in your life, and have you thanked them? Who are the top 10 people that have uplifted you and made an impact on your career to date? Now let's go deep. Who are the top 2 or 3 people that if there was a massive crisis like now, that you could phone, that will be there for you emotionally, if not physically? That's what I wanted you to think of. Who are the genuine, real people? Okay, and I'm not saying they need to be near you as in like it's your neighbor. They could be sitting in Australia and you could be in South Africa, and they communicate with you regularly to keep you going. So let's get back to focusing on the genuineness of our people. Let's get genuine. And to be genuine, you honestly need to be sharing good news as well, because it is illogical that your default character is to only want to share bad news. It is illogical and bad for you mentally, emotionally, spiritually, to only be sharing bad news. All right. It's also wrong for you to be doing rah-rahs. I hate rah-rahs. You know, these rah-rahs, you can do it, you can change your life in a split second. Listen to this, in 1 hour you'll change your life. Yeah, maybe one person out of a few million can change in a split second. But change takes effort. Change takes commitment. Change takes hard work. To get through this crisis, we're going to have to put in a lot of effort. It's going to be a lot of hard work after this, eh? Let's be blunt. It's going to be a lot of hard work to get our emotional happiness back. But you can start now. Right. Exercise your freedom of speech positively. Exercise your freedom of speech while you've got it to share good news, not just bad news. Don't share links, fake news, without trying to find the source, because it's bad for you, and in most cases it's illegal. So let's wrap up on a positive note. This is Craig Metrowich, celebrities1.tv, the good news channel. 161 shows already done. Okay, so please go check them out. A shout out to childhood cancer. They've got a Back a Buddy campaign. Please go and support them, because sometimes we forget about, the other challenges happening out there, because we're so encapsulated in our own world and our own challenges. So please go and look at Back a Buddy and support CHOC. That's childhood cancer, because those children obviously need our support. And yeah, in wrapping up, I want to say thank you again for all the wonderful support I've received in keeping me going, keeping me inspired. All right, I do appreciate it. And you can quite happily send me via Messenger some comments, some ideas on what you'd like me to address going forward. So, share the best of you on social media. Shine the best genuineness of you in a time of crisis. Dig down deep and find the best of you. And consider and think about what you're sharing now. Because whatever you're sharing now is there forever and ever in perpetuity. And I would hate for you to have your last message on planet Earth be something that is fake news, something that is bad news and not legit, something that doesn't add value, right? So really my shout out today is, let's get back to being genuine. Let's get back to being real. Let's get back to being authentic. And I'm talking about being your authentic good you and being your authentic best you, so that you can shine your best. So when we get through this, God willing, right, that you can reflect on this and be proud of what you've done as a human being, and be proud of what you've contributed to society and your friends and your family. God bless. Stay healthy. Stay optimistic. Shine your best in times like these. In times of a crisis or crises globally, share also the good news. It's good for you.